Am I the only one? It seems like in today's life, I'm going faster and faster, and there's always something on my calendar. Every day, every week, every weekend, I have to be somewhere for something else that I'm not necessarily in control of. If this sounds like you and you'd like to learn tips on how to slow down a little bit and to alleviate all those activities from your calendar, please stick around and I'll share what I'm learning about how to make time for myself and to have a day of rest. My name is Megan Smith, and I am on a journey of self discovery and learning to be my authentic self, returning to a life filled with joy and not one filled with just existing to make it through day by day. And that's taking years to do this. It's not something that happens overnight, but I'm putting out these videos, one every day in the month of October is a challenge I give myself with just tips that I'm using, thoughts that I'm having, in hopes that they will reach somebody out there who's experiencing the same challenges I'm having, and will give them some ideas and help they can improve their life and get joy back in their life. And today I want to talk about creating a day of rest in your life. Now, I tend to be someone who, I like to have, I need to downtime. I need to relax and not have anything on my schedule. I don't like to be on the go all the time. That is not part of my personality. If you've heard me talk about strengths in the past, that is something I learned through taking my strengths assessment, is that I don't enjoy being on the go. It's not something that I'm lazy. It's not something that I'm not ambitious. It's just that I don't like continuous activity, go, go, go. There are other people where they love the activity. It energizes them to be always on the go. That is not me. To be on the go all the time with not a break actually de-energizes me. And learning that has helped me realize that I need to create space in my calendar, in my life, in my week, in my month, where I don't have any obligation to anybody else except myself. That doesn't mean on those days that I do nothing. Sometimes it does. I tend to be someone who will go day in and day out, 7 days a week, month over month, and then finally kind of collapse to a day where I just can't do anything. I'm so drained of energy and I'm so tired that I will just do nothing for a day. And it's not productive, and it doesn't feel good because it's literally a way of my body going, it's basically timed out. And I can't do anything done, and it's very hard to kind of come back from that. It takes several days to come back from that. So what I have learned is that when I give myself consciously a day to do nothing, a day that is free from anything on the calendar, no schedule, I don't have to be anywhere, I don't have to show up for anything. It's a day where I get to decide how my day plays out at my own pace. And I find that, yes, there are times where I'm just sitting and maybe watching TV and doing nothing, but I also tend to be more productive when I give myself those days. I assign those days and say, you know what, here's the day. You don't have to be anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to talk to anybody. You get to decide what to do that day. And I do. It, depends on the time and what's going on. But I do have a nice combination of I will get things done because I feel free. I am unburdened by obligations. I'm unburdened by, I only have 2 hours before I have to be X. Or I only have to, I have to get all of this stuff together in preparation for going to Y's house, or whatever the case may be. Having those days where there's nothing scheduled, where there's nothing that has to be absolutely done that day, is so freeing. And when you schedule that, instead of letting it kind of happen to you on a day where you just can't take it anymore and you just kind of shut down, that's what I would typically do in the past. When I schedule those into my calendar, I find that I enjoy them more because there's no guilt. There's no guilt of, I really should be doing this, or, I shouldn't be sitting here watching this TV program, or, whatever we tell ourselves, we should be more productive. Again, I'm not a overly productive person. I have to do things at my own pace. I don't enjoy being busy 100% of the time. So if you're like me, I strongly encourage you to find one day. Start with one day a month. It's nice to think you can get it for one day a week. I think that's a nice goal to have, but modern day life does not always allow for that, especially when you have kids and family obligations and places you need to be. And many of us that work during the week, the weekends are the only time we have where we can't, we can't do much during the week, so we've got to do it on the weekend. Maybe even start with half a day. But I strongly encourage to give yourself time, a block of time where you can just be yourself. Let your guard down, let your emotions down, and just let your mind wander and see what it comes up with. Because what I am finding is the more I give myself that, the more I will get those little projects done that just kind of always sit in the background because there's never time for them. You're always got something more important or more urgent to take care of. And I find that when I just let my day kind of create itself, that I will get to those little things that are just that, laundry that needed to be folded, or maybe, that closet that needed to be cleaned out, or whatever. Those things that are always being shoved to the back of the to-do list, or the down the end of the to-do list, because more urgent things come up. They take care of themselves because I am open to that. And I also have more bandwidth to think about people that I want to connect with, or think about things that I want to take care of in my life, or plan for my work, or my house, or my personal life, or whatever, because my brain is free. It's not garbled with my calendar and what I need to take care of. So I hope this is helpful. I know it's not always easy to find that time for ourselves, especially, someone like me who just always seems to have something going on, somewhere to be, and just kind of that self-created pressure that I should always be doing something, which is completely the opposite of who I am, as I've learned through my strengths assessment. So that was a very big wake-up call for me to realize that was actually hurting me and was making me less productive. Trying to be productive all the time actually made me less productive. So find your day of rest. Just take time out. Be yourself. Allow yourself to exist for a block of time. I know it's difficult to create, but please do yourself a favor. Find that day of rest once a month and just let yourself be you and get to know you again. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonates with someone out there who's maybe feeling overwhelmed and feeling like they're always on the go. If you have any questions or you comments about what I've said, other things that I've learned through this process, or you just want to know, what am I talking about these strengths? Feel free to comment and I will answer back. In the meantime, I hope you're having a great day. I hope that your life is going down the path that you want it to be. And I hope to see you again in a future video. Until then, take care, be well, and be you.